happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Good morning, everybody.
How's school coming? Huh?
Lovely, lovely. And you know, biology is the greatest. By the way, yesterday I dissected something that looked just like you.
What? Something that looks just like me? That's very, very rude. But besides the fact, I was just wondering, have you made up your mind about everything?
And what did I answer you yesterday morning? And the day before that?
Don't be so nasty, Benny.
And the day before that? And the day before that?
I'm interested in you. You know, is something wrong with that? You know, it's not every day you see a colored woman trying to be something like.
A doctor.
Walter Lee, why would you leave that girl alone and go to work?
Get on out of there, please.
Hey, you know that check's coming tomorrow, right? What's going to do with that money? The check.
That money is Mama's, not yours, Walter. And it's hers to decide what she wants to do with it. I don't care if she wants to buy a house or a rocket ship or just nail it up on somewhere and stare at it. Not ours. Hers.
So you're just an innocent little girl who only cares about Mama's well-being and Mama's interest in her heart. Well, guess what? Mama can take some of that money and pay for you to go to medical school. Now, wouldn't you want some of that money then, huh? If she wanted to use it on you instead of herself? Oh, well, then you would want some, would you? Yeah, you would.
I have never asked anyone for anything around here.
No! And the line between accepting the money when the time comes is very small. Like, you're sitting here telling me right now that, hey, I'm not going to want Mama's money when it comes here. You can say that now because it's not in your face. But when it gets in your face, you know you're going to want some because you're not as innocent as you try to let off.
What do you want from me? Do you want me to just quit school or drop dead? Which?
I just want you to stop walking around here and acting like you're so holy. You're not a good girl. You're not holy. You're not innocent. You're pretending to be what you're not, and you know it. Like, the whole family, we're just making sacrifices, and you're doing nothing. You're being so selfish. What are you doing?
Walter, don't drag me into this.
You are into this. You are in this, okay? You're in it. You're already in it, okay? You live here. You clean our kitchen, okay? You cook for us. In this house, you contribute, unlike her, so you are in it.
Walter, that's not fair.
See, and here's the thing. It's not like nobody expects you to come around here saying, oh my gosh, thank you, Walter. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Travis. Thank you for Travis wearing the same pair of shoes for the last 3 months. Like, nobody expects you to do that, but you just have to contribute more in this household. You're not doing enough. You can't just run around here prophesying that you want to be a doctor as a colored woman in this day and age. It's not realistic. Be a realist or be an idealist. It's not right.
Well, I do, Walter, all right? Forgive me. Forgive me for wanting to be something in my life. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
Please stop it. Your mama's gonna hear y'all.
Who the hell told you had to be a doctor? I mean, who? Somebody tell me who told you had to be a doctor. You know what you need to do? As a colored woman in this day and age, either you come around here and be a housewife and make my meals and iron my clothes, or you marry somebody else and you be quiet, all right? Because this whole doctor thing, chance of it happening is not gonna happen. Let's be real.
Well, you finally said it. You grew the balls to say it. Finally. Leave me alone, okay? It's Mama's money, not yours.
See? Did you hear? Did you hear? Did anybody hear what she just said?
Honey, please go to work.
Nobody in this house is ever going to understand me. I work so hard to provide, and all you do is sit here and talking about dreams. What are you doing?
Because you are a nut. No one understands you.
I'm not a nut. You just called me a nut. I'm not a nut.
You are a nut. There is a mad boy, and you are him.
The world's most backward group of people are colored women. Okay, you guys just don't understand nothing. And it's just so hard because in life, either you do or you don't. There is no in between. Nobody cares if you're trying. It's either you are a doctor or you're not a doctor. And you're not a doctor, and that's reality. So get that in your head.
Anyway, and then there are all those prophets who would lead us out of the wildness.
Billy, why are you always picking on your brother? You just gotta be a little sweeter sometimes.
Conflict between Walter and Benita creates turmoil in the family. Walter worries about the insurance check, Benita defends herself, and Ruth acts as the third party trying to release the stress in the room by begging Walter to go to work. This dynamic transposition shows that the family situation is not perfect, but is the most important thing in this life.
Why don't you just hurry up and go into the baking business instead of talking about it?
You know why? You know why I can't stop talking about it? Because I'm tired of in a world where African Americans / colored women don't do nothing but MPB. You know what that means? Moan, pray, and have babies. That's all you guys are good for. It's all you do. It's the worst race of women to be with. What's wrong with you colored folk? I'm sorry, colored female folk.
Why don't you just keep fighting me? Why do you keep fighting me?
Who is fighting you? Like, somebody just tell me, who do you think is fighting? I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting her. I'm fighting her for her. I'm not fighting you.
Well, I might as well just go off to bed. We had something, but I think we lost it. You know this new baby Walter? I'm sorry, I might as well just finish what I started and just... You want some hot milk?
Excuse me, what? Hot milk? You asked me for hot milk?
Yeah, hot milk.
Why are you asking me this late at night if I want some hot milk? Can you just tell me why?
Because you're out all night drinking liquor, you ought to have something hot in your stomach.
Well, listen to me, you colored woman. I don't want no hot milk. You understand me?
Want some coffee?
No, I don't want no coffee. I don't want nothing to drink. Why are you always trying to give me something to eat? Like, what are you doing?
What else can I give you, Walter Lee?
You know what? It's been rough. I understand. It's been rough. We're having some problems. And things aren't like the way they used to be. You want to talk the way we used to talk, but like what happened? What came between us to change all of this? Like, why can't we be open to each other anymore? Why are you always in my face, pissing me off?
I don't know, honey. I think about it a lot.
I try to talk to you. I really do. Like, deep down, I want to be open with you, but you just make it so hard.
You're never with me. Try to be with me more.
I try. Sometimes I don't even know how to try, but I do try. I know it sounds crazy because I say I try and I don't try, but I'm trying.
Walter.
Yes?
Life doesn't have to be like this, honey. It just doesn't have to be like this. Remember when we first had Travis?
Yes.
And we used to talk about the life we were going to live, the kind of house we were going to live in.
I remember.
I think we've lost that.
Ruth was trying to mend her relationship back with her husband. She repeatedly tries to offer him things that will soothe his feelings, like a drink or something warm, but he keeps denying it. Ruth really wants her relationship with her and her husband to get back to where it was, but she's realized that it's not going to be back to where it was unless he feels supported in his dreams like how everyone else is being supported. With the theme family importance, because each character in the story needs their support from the family in order to believe in themselves.
That is not a man. That is just a toothless rat. Yeah, it's just a damn toothless rat.
Yep. Death don't come in here. This here house. They come in on the list of my children. You're supposed to be my beginning. You're supposed to be my harvest. And now you're mourning your brother?
He's no brother of mine.
What'd you say?
I said that individual over there is no brother of mine.
That's what I thought you said. So you feeling like you better than everybody else now, huh? Well, who gave you the privilege, huh?
Be on my side for once. You saw what he just did. You saw what kind of a man gets down on his knees and wants to make a deal that will not benefit the family. It'll only turn tarnish our pride.
Well, I taught you love. I thought I taught you that anyways. Me and your daddy.
Love him, there's nothing left to love.
There's always something left to love. And if you ain't learned that, you ain't learned nothing. Have you cried for that boy today? Have you cried for him and how he feels? Not just for the family, but for him. Like, you don't love someone when they're rich and famous. You don't love someone when they have all the money in the world. You love them when they're at their lowest. And that's how you really show someone you love them. Like, don't judge someone when you don't even know what he's truly been through.
Loving someone when they're at their lowest and when they have hurt you the most is the hardest thing to do, but it's a sign of true love and care for that person. This type of love is patient and enduring. Throughout the play, Walter made himself hard to love, going behind Ruth's back, being disrespectful of his sister's dream, and following his own plan for the money, rather than going with the house that the family was so excited about and desperately needed. Because of all this, even Benita couldn't call him her brother anymore. Lena, who is older, wiser, and has seen the importance of family, explained to them that when someone is at their lowest, that is when they need love the most.